K by the way news. I am karaoke.
And I'm microphone. We have some scrumptious news for you today, don't we?
Yes, we will be covering working conditions, the Molly Maguires, the AFL, and other ambiguous stories that will be made clear to you.
Now we have some breaking news from Marshmallow and Charlotte S. Webb on the Knights of Labor.
On to you! Hello everyone, I'm Marshmallow.
And I'm Charlotte S. Webb.
And today we have breaking news from Haymarket Square in Chicago, Illinois, where a bomb was thrown at a group of policemen trying to break up a labor rally.
The police fired wildly and killed half a dozen people, and dozens were badly injured. The bomber was not identified, but a formerly secret organization called the Knights of Labor was blamed for the bombing.
The Knights of Labor began as a group of tailors in Philadelphia in 1869. Under the leadership of Terence V. Powderly, the secret society flourished, and by 1886 had around 700,000 members. The Knights were different than most unions in that they were accepting of blacks, women, and even unskilled workers. The union pulled for having 8-hour workdays, the abolition of child labor, equal pay for equal work, and they worked on several political reforms. Unfortunately for them, the bombing in Haymarket Square has led to many arrests, and the Knights of Labor is suffering serious setbacks.
You heard it first from K by the way news
With Marshmallow
and Charlotte S. Webb.
Speaking of the Knights of Labor, Barb E. Dahl is going to have an exclusive interview with Mother Mary Jones.
I'm Barbie Dahl. Tell us, Mary, how did you get the name Mother?
Well, it came from me cradling a coal miner after a rock had bashed in his head, and he became delirious and presumed that I was his mother, holding him like a child.
I've also heard that you volunteer with the Knights of Labor. What do you do there?
I mostly rile up the people and get them amped for the strikes they perform.
You also changed your birth date. What for?
I changed it to honor one of the Knights of Labor strikes because I am that dedicated to the Knights of Labor.
On that note, let's head to the studio and see what Carrie and Mike have in store for us.
K by the way news will be taking a short commercial break. Is your drawer stuck?
It is.
Use some Vaseline.
Help! I'm stuck in the toilet!
Here, use some Vaseline. Thanks.
Oh! Voila! I can't get my ring on.
Here, use some Vaseline.
Whoa!
Here!
Today, Carrie will be talking about working conditions, and then I will talk about sweatshops. Take it away, Carrie.
Today in the factory, little Billy died because he got caught in the machine. He and his family normally work 12-hour days and all get paid differently depending on their skill level. No benefits are provided for any of the families that work. Children usually die since they're shoved into smaller spaces than most adults.
Hello, I'm Marshmallow here with Bobby Delight, who is a sweatshop worker. Bobby, what is being a sweatshop worker really like?
Well, the rooms we work in are pretty crowded and cramped to the brim, and we're barely paid in the thing, and the child labor laws are violated.
What sort of hazardous conditions are you exposed to daily?
Gotta handle them poisonous materials, and the rooms are poorly ventilated, so I cough a lot.
I see. How do the workers respond to this horrible treatment?
Try to stop it by forming the Anti-Sweating League.
Well, thank you, Bobby, for joining us today.
It's my pleasure. Marsha.
Hi, I'm Barbie Dahl with Opinions for the Rich. These child labor laws are absolutely ridiculous. These kids need to learn some responsibility by working. I would rather have them work 60 hours a week than out causing trouble. The children are able to handle the machines perfectly fine, and they are already worked on the farms, so they can work on factories too. Most of them come from poor families, so they're happy to get money from the support. Even if they don't get as much as adults, they should be happy that they have a job. This is how the real world is. You have to work for what you want. There are plenty of adults that do the same thing, so it's a good thing that there are children learning how the real world is. Having these kids work is helpful to them. They are learning about responsibility, maturity, and they're turning into young adults. That is how a person grows to be a respectful young adult.
That wealthy businesswoman didn't know what she's talking about. You see, I'm a poor, real poor lady who is trying to raise my children all by myself. My husband used to work in the factory, but he died from operating unsafe machinery. Now, my child, my beautiful son, has to work in my husband's place. My husband worked 50 hours a week, and now my son has to work the same amount. If there were child labor laws, my child wouldn't be abused in this manner. My son goes home from the factory every day learning all these hideous things, seeing a world he never should have known. I want this to end, right now. Vote for child labor laws. Let my children come home.
Do you ever struggle with your buttons?
If so, then stay tuned.
Which is faster? Zip in or button in? 3, 2, 1, go. Winner!
If this commercial was convincing for you and you decided you want to get rid of all your buttons, then call 1-800-ZIPPER-UP.
Zipper up!
1-800-ZIPPER-UP.
Our next story comes with Read a Book.
I will be going underground to find the information you've all been wanting to hear. Just let me put on my disguise.
Who are you?
Well, I'm just another Molly McGuire, like you guys. I'm from a town about a day's journey away. Now, can I ask you a few questions?
I suppose.
Well, I've heard about the murders of Frank Yosh and John Jones. Can you tell me about them?
Well, a coal miner's life is horrible. We work in complete darkness and barely earn enough wages to support our families. We're just fighting for our rights.
I see.
At first, we wanted to be in the WBA labor union, but they just didn't listen. So we took the matters into our own hands and formed the Molly McGuires. You should know. You're a member.
Yeah, I'm a proud Irish Roman Catholic.
Are you sure you're from here if you're proud to be Irish? Haven't you heard what they say about us?
Well, I have. But anyways, I've heard other rumors too. I've heard that the government officials are onto you guys, and they know who your members are. I've heard that it's because there's an informer.
An informer? Well, if we find that informer, we will find him and kill him. Just like all the other informers.
You seem to be looking a little uncomfortable about this topic, don't you?
Are you sure you're a Molly McGuire? You seem a lot like a newscaster.
Are you sure you're a Molly McGuire? You seem like an informer.
I am the informer.
I am a newscaster. Informer, yeah, she's so not the informer. Yeah, good luck with that. No, seriously. Oh, my word, that's the informer.
Hey Mom, hey Dad, I'm safe. I've actually been pretending to be a Molly McGuire the whole time. I didn't actually kill anyone. I'm filing a police report with the Pinkerton Detective Agency right now. Booyah, Pinkerton wins again. Those Molly McGuires are gonna get it. Anyways, I'm out of here. See ya.
Well, that went well.
See, we found the informer, we saved the coal miner, and my microphone's still intact. Well, I'll be back later. It's back to you, karaoke.